You know that feeling when you wake up tired, even after a full night's sleep, when you push through your day running on empty, wondering where your energy went? Here's something most people don't know, that fatigue may actually be happening inside your cells. That's why I've been using anti-factor lipids powder from Nutritional Therapeutics for years. I don't go a day without it. It's based on over 20 years of research and a patented process called membrane lipid replacement, which actually repairs the damaged components of your cell membranes, restoring your cell's ability to produce energy the way they did when you were younger. Clinical studies show anti-factor can reduce fatigue by up to 40%. Just 1 or 2 scoops a day. Mix it in a smoothie like I do, sprinkle it on food, and you're giving your body the science of youthful energy. Anti-Factor Lipids Powder comes in 2 convenient sizes. For more information and to order, just call 800-982-9158, 800-982-9158, or go to antifactor.com. That's antifactor.com for Anti-Factor Lipids Powder. Welcome back to today's Intelligent Medicine Podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Ronald Hopper. We're doing a deep dive on the subject of magnesium, which I think is an extremely important subject because studies show that 70-80% of us have insufficient magnesium, and it could lead to all kinds of symptoms and long-term health problems. Because magnesium plays a central role in so many processes within the body, the symptoms and results of magnesium deficiency are legion, literally legion. And so our guest, Natalie Ochoa, who's president of Jigsaw Health, their product Mag SRT for daily magnesium replenishment, we talked about that in part 1. Natalie, I got a study that I want to share with you, which I think is extremely important because it points to a really central role that magnesium plays as an anti-aging supplement. And here's the title. We're going to get a little sciencey here, so fasten your seatbelts. Associations of magnesium intake and a magnesium-rich diet score with sarcopenia. Sarcopenia. What's sarcopenia? That's the age-related loss of muscle and a progression towards frailty, which we are all fighting against as we age, because we lose over each decade, we lose 10% of our lean body mass on average. We're fighting frailty as we age. And potential mediation by C-reactive protein. So this is another path towards aging. It's called inflammaging. As we get older, we tend to get progressively more inflamed. Have any of you noticed that you feel achier, that your joints get creakier, that your skin quality declines? You may have an inflammatory disorder. You know, many inflammatory disorders develop in midlife and later. Inflammation is kind of the common denominator of aging, and it takes its toll. So what they found in the study was done in Korea, and they said that they found that the highest quartile of magnesium intake, which was interesting, you see, your product delivers, if you take it twice daily, it delivers 500 milligrams a day they suggested 351 milligrams per day for women and 442 milligrams per day for men. So you got like a little bit of insurance there that you're at that threshold and a little above. Get this, was inversely associated with sarcopenia, which is the muscle wasting. And also, so why was that? Well, there's this thing, and we do this on blood tests. How do you measure inflammation in blood tests? Well, this is kind of a not very good test called a SED rate. Better test is called C-reactive protein. And there's even something called highly sensitive C-reactive protein, which is a way of measuring cardiovascular risk, because it's not just all about cholesterol. It's about the inflammation in your arteries that affects your heart, affects your brain. Bad thing. Well, what they found was that there was a reduction in highly sensitive C-reactive protein. And they say, again, a little sciencey, high sensitive C-reactive protein also appeared to partially mediate the associations of the magnesium-rich diet score with greater muscle mass and muscle strength. So I'm going to send this study to you. You could use it as ammo when you talk about magnesium. But I thought that was so cool is because we tend to think, what are the dietary anti-inflammatories? Okay, we tend to, well, take fish oil. Okay, that's good. Oh, take an
Mhm.
herb, take curcumin or something like that. These are the anti-inflammatories. We don't even have to get that exotic. Just good old fashioned magnesium has an anti inflammatory effect and it slows the deterioration of lean body mass as you age. Very cool.
It's like you said in part one, it really is the spark of life.
Yeah, it is kind of a Swiss Army knife nutrient.
Hmm.
So I think that that's important. But let's switch gears a little bit because there's another aspect to magnesium, and that's magnesium's effect on the brain and on mood and on relaxation and sleep quality. And a pretty popular notion these days among biohackers and people who are sort of strivers is take a little magnesium at bedtime to deepen and improve the quality of sleep. So there's another study that you've done that looks at that proposition. Tell us about that study.
That's right. So we have a different magnesium supplement called Mag Soothe, and that is a magnesium glycinate powder. So instead of the Mag SRT, which has magnesium bound to malic acid, the Mag Soothe has magnesium bound to glycine. Now, what this does is it helps actually calm the mind down so that you're not doing grocery lists and thinking of your to-do items the next day. You're actually kind of turning off the brain chatter. And, coupled with the magnesium really helps you to relax and sleep better. But we wanted to put it to the test. So we partnered with Aura Ring to do a sleep study.
And for our listener, just
Use
who may not be that savvy, because that's really kind of a millennial and Gen X thing. Real popular. Our young folks in our family are they're all about they sport those Aura rings. Um, but what does it do actually?
it's really wearable data, right? So whether it's a ring that's collecting the data or maybe a watch, it's able to measure, your sleep score, the quality of your sleep, your heart rate, and many more things. For the purpose of our study, we were really focused on sleep and relaxation and mood.
So you so
So we
you can literally wake up and you can look at your phone and you can say, well, how was my sleep? I'm not feeling so great, and it will actually
that's right.
rate your sleep in terms of depths of sleep, based on your sleep movements and your heart rate and all these things that they have an algorithm, sophisticated algorithm that kind of helps discern whether you had adequate REM sleep, which is kind of a hallmark of deep sleep and blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure how they do it, but they've got this, some secret formula to help evaluate that. And I actually asked, uh, I spent some time with some of the young people in my family, excuse me, and I asked them, uh, do those really work? Because I can't be bothered wearing something at night, because basically wake up and I say, I feel good or I don't feel good. I have a good night's sleep or I'm very subjective about it. I asked them, is it for real? Does it really work? And they go, oh, it's very accurate. When I have a bad night's sleep and I look at my score, it's usually pretty accurately reflects my depth of sleep. So, I don't think
Mhm.
it's a hocus pocus thing.
Yeah, it sure has taken off, I will say. And I think it's helped people even improve their sleep by changing maybe daily habits or time to go to bed and time to wake up. It really helps to kind of optimize for the individual, which is nice.
Indeed. So anyway, go ahead. I just wanted to give people a picture of what that looked like.
Yeah, so going back to, we really wanted to put the Mag Soothe to test to see, what's actually happening. And so we did a 4-week human clinical trial using the data from Aura Ring and questionnaires for folks who were not taking magnesium before the trial and experienced poor sleep. and the results were very statistically significant. They found a 34% reduction in perceived stress and a 17% improvement in overall sleep quality.
Wow. Okay, so it made an impact.
Mhm.
And so what do they think is going on here? Does magnesium, is it kind of a mild sedative? Does it stabilize the nerves much as it reduces muscle twitches in, your facial muscles or, in your calves, that it works on the neurons in the brain to kind of stabilize them so that they don't fire off as erratically?
Yeah, I mean the secret sauce really is that the magnesium is going to relax, whether that's that's muscle and everything else. But the amino acid glycine that it's bound to, the glycine, its sort of superpower in the combo is for the mind
Hmm.
to calm your mind down, to reduce the brain chatter that keeps so many people up at night. So it really is just a beautiful combination. The other key element is that it's a full 200 milligrams per serving. And that's hitting your body basically kind of all at once. So about 30 minutes before bed, you drink your delicious Mag Soothe, and then 30 minutes later, you're just calm, you're relaxed, stress has come down from your day, and you're ready for a good night's sleep. The other lovely part is you're not waking up groggy in the morning like you do when you take
Yeah,
melatonin or
yeah.
maybe other sleep
S-
solutions out there.
CBD or, some of these sedating
Hmm.
things.
Right.
Right. Okay. So this, I think, is something that people should consider as part of their sleep solution. Uh, I really think it's plausible. And I actually recall that one of our sponsors way back, and they don't make this product anymore. They made a product called Glysom. Glysom. And what was it? It was a packet of effervescent glycine that you would take for sleep purposes at bedtime, or even you could even take it if you wake up in the middle of the night. Because, since it's not overly sedating, like, maybe you don't want to take melatonin at 4 o'clock in the morning if the alarm clock is set for 6 and, you're going to feel knocked out. But technically, you could take some magnesium, if you have a 2 a.m. wake up, and it's not going to make it so you sleep through the alarm clock. It's not that terribly sedating.
Right. And you can take it at other times of the day. If you're feeling, more stressed out or just need a sense of calm, you can certainly take it during the day.
Indeed. And yeah, so it's an interesting product. And it comes in, it's a powder, and you
That's right.
just reconstitute it. And it comes in different flavors. Flavors are nice. I found it helpful.
Yeah, so it's one flavor. It's a tart raspberry.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. It's a pleasant tasting beverage, and you can take that at sleep time. Okay, folks, at this point, let's pause and allow one of our sponsors an opportunity to share an important message with you. So here goes. Please listen up.
Are you ready to experience the future of digestive wellness with Dr. Ohhira's new and revolutionary postbiotic fermented food concentrate? Capsule-free and in individual sachet packets that harness the power of 5 years of fermentation and over 500 concentrated bioactive postbiotics. Dr. Ohhira's postbiotic fermented food concentrate is a nutrient-dense paste designed to supercharge your digestive health, aid in nutrient absorption, and support whole body immune wellness. Each sachet packet delivers a potent blend of fermented paste and prebiotics which serve as fuel for your body's own unique gut microbiome. This concentrate supports your entire digestive tract, does not need refrigeration, non-GMO, dairy, and gluten-free. Dr. Ohhira's postbiotic fermented food concentrate. It is the ultimate embodiment of traditional Japanese fermented craftsmanship, designed for those who seek the highest concentration of nature's restorative power in every serving. Ask your natural products retailer for it today or online at essentialformulas.com.
Thanks for listening, and thanks for supporting our sponsors. They are what make intelligent medicine a continuing free resource to you. And now back to today's guest, Natalie Ochoa, president of Jigsaw Health. So, okay, so we got a couple of products. The main products are Mag SRT for daily magnesium replenishment. We got Mag Soothe for calm restorative sleep. And we're running a special for intelligent medicine listeners. You can go to jigsawhealth.com and use coupon code Hoffman15 for 15% off your order. That's jigsawhealth.com, code Hoffman15. But not to confuse our listeners, because you got a full lineup of products. You want to talk a little bit about what else Jigsaw Health is making? In part one, we talked a little bit about their potassium repletion drink. And I think that that's a really good concept, especially for people who are on medications where potassium might be depleted, like diuretics, but also for people who, are concerned about high blood pressure, because it's not so much how much sodium you consume, it's the potassium to sodium ratio. And if you get the potassium up and the sodium down, it changes the equation.
Yeah, that's right. I would just mention a couple other flagship products. We have a full line, but we have an electrolyte Supreme that's very unique because it's
I use
broad
it.
spectrum
I use it
electrolytes.
for, I throw it in my bottle for spin classes. Yeah, that's a good product.
Yeah, good. Yeah, it's nice actually for kids too because it has a good bit of vitamin C, some active B vitamins, some trace minerals. So it really kind of acts as like a multivitamin for kids. Plus, it tastes really good.
So instead of
So
giving them Kool-Aid,
that's
it's a
right.
preferable alternative. Okay.
Yeah, especially if they're active in sports. So, instead of reaching for the Powerade,
Yeah.
grab the fruit punch electrolytes, and man, that'll really be good for them. Otherwise, we've got a great cod liver oil supplement that we're very proud of. It's a very unique product because it has naturally occurring vitamin A and D. Most omegas out there are so heavily processed that you actually have to add back synthetic forms of vitamin A and D, but we're able to minimally process it in a way that really retains those rich, naturally occurring nutrients.
Okay. So there's a full lineup of products there, and I suggest you check out the website. Uh, jigsawhealth.com, code Hoffman 15. But there you'll also find the full range of their products. The products that we're focusing on today, Mag SRT, that's your daily supplement. And then for sleep purposes or for alleviating stress, it's the magnesium glycinate product, the Mag Soothe. So what else can we say about magnesium? I mean, I think, we could go on and on about the subject of magnesium. There's so much to know about it. Um, any other aspects of the magnesium story that we have left on the cutting room floor?
I would say I think we really coined it when we talked about it being the spark of life. It really is Mother Nature's original chill pill. It's a beautiful, beautiful mineral that can do a lot of benefit for everyone.
Indeed. All right. So make sure that you supplement with magnesium. I mean, this is a universal call. I mean, everyone, I think, needs magnesium. If I were to name the basic supplements that people should take, maybe take a multi. Okay, fine. Multi's got a little bit of magnesium. Here's the problem with multis. A multi is just because of size constraints. It's going to have maybe a pretty good smattering of B vitamins and some of these trace minerals like zinc, selenium, molybdenum, copper. You can fit that in to a multivitamin. But magnesium, especially in the amounts that make a difference for us, is pretty big. And it's hard to get adequate magnesium from a multivitamin. Check your multivitamin and look at how much elemental magnesium is in your multivitamin. I bet it's under 100, maybe under 50. And we're talking about hitting a goal of maybe 500 milligrams per day, which you can easily achieve with 2 capsules twice daily of Mag Soothe. So yeah, go take a multi. It's a little basic insurance policy, but it's not going to get you there on magnesium. Take fish oil, take vitamin D. These are some of the, I think, key supplements that you should take as part of a health program. Because people say sometimes, Dr. Hoffman, boil it down. You talk about like millions and millions of supplements, and if I had to prioritize, maybe certainly within the top 5, magnesium is an essential.
Couldn't agree more. That's right.
Indeed. All right, great stuff. So thanks very much, Natalie, for joining us. And more information available. Do you have these studies published on the website?
Yes, they're both on the website. You can find them. There's links to them on the product pages and all kinds of information.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your time. Thanks very much for joining us. And I'm really excited about our partnership in terms of getting the word out about Mag SRT and Mag Soothe.
Yes, thank you. We're continue the mission on magnesium.
Okay. Well, thanks, folks, for joining us. I'm Dr. Ronald Hoffman, and this is the Intelligent Medicine Podcast. I want to thank you for listening to the Intelligent Medicine Podcast. Follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or your favorite podcast app, and get new episodes automatically downloaded every weekday. And please give us a rating and review. It truly helps new people discover intelligent medicine. The Intelligent Medicine Podcast is for general informational purposes only and does not constitute the practice of medicine, nursing, or other professional healthcare services, including the giving of medical advice, and no doctor-patient relationship is formed. The use of information on this podcast or materials linked from this podcast is at the user's own risk. The content of this podcast is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Users should not disregard or delay in obtaining medical advice for any medical condition they may have and should seek the assistance of their healthcare professionals for any such conditions. Finally, please visit drhoffman.com and discover everything intelligent medicine has to offer, including frequently updated, unbiased health news and fully vetted product and supplement recommendations. There were many important reasons why I started my FullScript online supplement dispensary. I wanted to offer you the same curated professional-grade supplement brands that I use, the ones I know and trust. I also wanted to ensure that they weren't counterfeit or expired. Recently, I've been hearing more and more about counterfeit or expired products purchased from online retailers. With FullScript, you can be confident your supplements are genuine and they'll arrive with optimal freshness and potency. Also, buying through FullScript offers fast, free shipping, optional refill reminders, and a highly rated mobile app. It's safe, secure, HIPAA compliant, and offers world-class support. Go to drhoffmanstore.com for more information and to start your free FullScript account. You'll get access to the supplements and features you need to help you achieve your wellness goals, including my custom targeted protocols that combine the products I recommend to address specific needs: heart health, immune support, and much more. To get started, just go to drhoffmanstore.com, drhoffmanstore.com.